Okay, so in today's class, we will try learning how to derive Vieta's formula for cubics. So this is how a general cubic equation is like a x cubed plus b x squared plus cx plus t. Okay, so now most of the time there is like no coefficient with x cubed. So we will remove coefficient with x cubed by dividing whole equation by that coefficient. So I'm going to divide whole equation by 1 over a. Okay, so now this will be x cubed plus b over a x squared plus c over ax plus d over a. So now we have this as our quadratic equation. Okay, so as I mentioned in my previous class that the highest degree in cubic it's 3. So highest degree tells us about the number of roots and linear factor. Since it's 3 here, so there are 3 roots and 3 linear factors. So now let's assume that our 3 roots are alpha, beta, and gamma. In quadratics, we only had 2 roots, alpha and beta. And now in cubics, we have 3 roots. So there's now a gamma now. So alpha, beta, gamma are our roots for cubic. So let's now write them as a linear factor. X minus alpha, x minus beta, x minus gamma. Now let's expand this. As I said before, if we were to expand our linear factors, we should get our original equation back. So we should be able to get this, okay? So now let's expand the brackets. Easier way is to expand these two first, and then whatever you get here, expand this with this. So yeah, I'm gonna do this directly. So we will get x cubed minus alpha plus beta plus gamma plus alpha beta plus alpha gamma plus beta alpha, no, beta gamma. And then we have minus alpha beta gamma. So yeah, now let's compare this with our quadratic equation. These two equations should be same. So let's compare with this. Let me copy paste it here. Okay. So this is equal to this, right? Oh, my bad, I forgot to write x squared, x. So yeah, this is equals to this, right? And this is equals to this, right? And this is equals to this. And this is equals to this. So let's now write each of them separately. Minus alpha minus beta minus gamma equals to b over a. Now let's make the sum positive. Alpha plus beta plus gamma is equals to minus b over a. So this is our first Vieta's formula, that the sum of roots is equals to minus b over a, which we have already learned in quadratic. So yeah. And one more thing, in the last class we learned about the summation notation. So we can write this as sigma alpha equals to minus b over a. these are same. Okay, now let's compare our second one. So alpha beta plus alpha gamma plus beta gamma. This is equals to C over A. So yeah, this is our second Vieta's formula. We can also write this as sigma alpha beta, as we learned in the last class, is equals to C over A. Now for the third one, alpha minus alpha beta gamma minus alpha beta gamma is equals to D over A. So equals to D over A. Let's make the product positive. So alpha beta gamma is equals to minus D over A. Yeah, this is our third beta's formula. We can't use sigma notation here because it's not being added together. Here it was pairwise sum, and here it was sum of roots. So here it's not being added or subtracted with anything, so we can't use sigma notation. So these are our three Vieta's formula. So this is how our cubic equation looks like. So x cubed minus sum of roots plus pairwise product of roots sum of x square x, and then finally minus product of roots. So this is how our quadratic equation looks like. So let me also write it in summation form. X cubed minus sigma alpha x square plus sum of pairwise roots. So alpha sigma alpha beta minus alpha beta gamma. So this is it. Similar to quadratics, we have questions for this as well. So let's actually try that before ending. So let me touch some question. Okay. Let me change color. Okay, question number 1. We have equation 2x cubed minus 5x squared minus 8x plus 12 equals to 0. We have to find the sum of roots, product of roots, pairwise, sum of roots. So let's find each. So starting by sum of roots, the formula for that is alpha sigma alpha, which is alpha plus beta plus gamma, which is equals to minus b over a. So 2 is equals to a, b is equals to minus 5, c equals to minus 8, and d is equals to 12. So yeah, minus 5 and a is 2, So this is equals to 5 over 2. So sum of roots is 5 over 2. Now product of roots. Product of roots is sigma alpha beta, which is equals to alpha beta plus alpha gamma plus alpha, beta gamma, which is equals to C over A. Value of C is -8 and A is 2. So the answer for this is -4. So, oh, we had to find product of roots. We actually find pairwise sum. So let's change this. Pairwise root, pairwise sum of roots. And now we will find product of roots. Product of roots. So product of roots is alpha, beta, gamma. So which is, the formula for that is -d over a. Value for d is 12, so -12, and a is 2, so answer is -6. Okay, now let's try another example question. Question 2. X cube, we are given x cube plus k x squared minus 7x plus 10 equals to 0. Find k. That's a scary k. So find k. Sum of roots is -3. So now how will we find k? So we are given that the sum of root is -3. So what is sum of roots equals to? -3 alpha plus beta plus gamma. This is sum of roots, which is equals to -3, right? So we also know that alpha plus beta plus gamma, the sum of roots is also equals to -b over a, right? If the sum of roots is equals to -3, so -3 is equals to -b over a. So now let's write down the coefficients. So b is k, a is 1. So -3 is equals to -k over 1, which is equals to -3 equals to -k. K goes on the other side, so k is equals to 3. This is our final answer. So this is it for today's lecture.